Okay, we're going.
Okay, you going?
We're going to Tuesday, September. What the hell is today?
15th?
15th or 16th. I can't quite read it on here. It's a little blurry.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome to the Grandpa Club. Okay, so you done with that?
Done with that.
Okay, here we are going into the Variac. Now, you know about amps and stuff. We all know these are only supposed to draw a 58 watt amp, about half an amp. So we'll go for that. At about 124 volts. Got to warm up a second.
Let me get a little picture of the front of the amp so he knows it's the same.
Yeah,
amp.
there you go.
Beautiful.
That's one nice top boy.
Okay.
I only wish I had the bread. All right. Gonna put a dummy load on it. There we go.
Nope,
Did you get his speaker? Did you get a serial number for him?
Yes.
All right. All right. There you go. On the dummy load. Okay, this is with no signal in it. Should come up to about a half an amp. Which there she's sitting. Okay, that's the way Marshall and Merson and Korg and all those guys used to do it. Half an amp for a 50 watter, almost 1 amp for a 100 watter. All right, so that's in there. All right, here we go. Top right input. Also notice the power meter over here is on a 100 watt scale. So full tilt, that's 100. Like I said, it's only supposed to be a 50, but watch. All right, here we go. You go to the scope if you want.
Okay.
Okay, that's putting out roughly, let's see, that's 45 watts, and this is into 8 ohms, not 4 ohms. We hit it a little harder. Yep, there we go. And that's with that nice little notch in the middle, and this is what happens when you bring in all the tone controls. And a little bit of the presence. And you're sitting right at 50 watts. And that's input 1. Here's input 2. And that's the bass input, so it's going to be a little less. Should be what, about 40 something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, that's pretty conservatively rated. This is about 200 milliwatts input, and that's like a really good, guitar pickup puts out about that. Okay, so see, I brought it down because it was saturating, and you did get a little more on the output. And it's drawing about 1.5 amps out of the wall, which is perfect. Now we'll go back for the high input. Same thing all over again. See, there's a point, like, that's on 10. You actually start losing a little power.
Right.
But when it goes back down around 7, there's your hot spot. And that should be about 60 watts.
Yeah, just about.
And clean, which is a dirty word with Marshall, but, on the cleaner side, you get about 45 to 50, which is exactly what it is, a 50 watt top. So, there you go. And that's all that lovely, nice square wave distortion. And that's presence full bore, presence down. And we went through the tone controls before in the other thing, right? So we don't need to do that again.
No.
Okay, like I said, if you want to show them this, that's the input. That's 200 millivolts, which is less than any old high power pickups nowadays.
Okay.
Okay, and that's the 1 volt scale there. And that would be 1 volt there, and that's 0.2, so 200 millivolts. All right?
Okay.
And so, have fun with it. We did.
That's it.
All right, she's going.